Welcome to the VIP section.
J baby, J baby,
Matter of fact, hold on, skip that. What's your thoughts on Kanye and everything like that, bro?
Bro, I told you before the fucking interview started, don't ask me about no Kanye West, bro. I told you this on my mother, bro, on my kids, bro, on my soul, bro. Hey, bro, I told them, bro, why you ask me?
She goes through a lot. She deals with a lot on her day-to-day basis. And because of that, she's not used to, and not even just because of that, but just because of the fact that she's been praised so much. We've always looked at her as like, yo, that's hip-hop sweetheart. Like, she's
up,
nice,
bro?
she's talented, whatever the
Been feeling Atlanta is like the root of the culture as far as like hip-hop, what I feel like right now. Like, it hasn't been a new artist in like the last 2 or 3 years that really.
I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna see what it is. So I go, I turn it on. It's the end of the first quarter of the Celtics game. I go right to it. The Stars is out. I see the Kardashians. I see Lala. I see Mello.
Not easy because I done started over from the beginning so many times. But I feel like I'm in a great space right now. I just told my people, like, look, bro, we gonna tap into our audience. We gonna make them core listeners.
We took intramural basketball, man.
Yo,
We took intramural basketball.
my.
Yo, Speedy was a problem, man.
Because my top
Speedy was a
three,
problem.
because we're gonna get there, but I just want to let you know before I forget. My top three most exciting New York City guards that ever touched NCAA to me. I'm talking about when they played, it was like must see. My top three.
Let's hear this.
Okay, you ready, Tone?
Yeah, I got
You said three. You should
Three.
five.
I'm talking about. No, I'm
it's
dropping
a
it
lot
down
more.
to three.
Just remember, almost in this
Matter
era.
of fact, I gotta say four. I gotta say four. Okay,
You should just go 5.
I'll go five. Okay, let's go five.
Or-
Top five
New York is great.
NCAA New York City, and I need a bomb after each one of these, Tone, if you're feeling me. All right? It starts with me from the 90s. I go with Kenny A. When Kenny A was on, it was fucking different.
Wow.
I think
The
Must
part, with the part,
I think he set it
the
off.
whole swag,
I think he set it off.
with the no-look passes.
I think he set it
For
off.
me, for me, he said
Yes,
He set it off.
He set it off.
From there, every
TV
no for New York. Every college had to have a New York point
New
guard.
York City niggas that played NCAA
They
basketball.
didn't have Kenny Anderson.
That's when TV started with Kenny.
No, but that's when
I'm
street.
talking about like
I want to say that's when street
Vital,
ball,
ESPN.
no look passes. Come on, man.
that handle came out.
Handle. But
That's when he put
The
that
behind the back
that
shit.
move on
Yeah.
Bobby,
The behind the back.
Yes, on Bobby Hurley.
Bobby killing Bobby.
Ooh.
Killing Bobby.
Ooh.
Bobby did his thing, but he was killing Bobby. Okay. So
God
That was like the first time they let. Like, when it felt like, it felt like that was the first time they let the shit they was doing in the Rucker in college.
facts.
That's what it felt like.
Facts. Okay. So I say Kenny A. Bomb. All right? That's what started it.
You know, just to make it easy, no order. There's no order.
No
Just
order.
five.
No order. I'm just saying five. Kenny A. I'm just saying that, like, for me, for the years, I'm going to go up. Kenny A started it for me. These are my top five. NCAA. Kenny A.
From New York.
Then I was feeling this nigga in NCAA more than Steph. Sham guard. Sham guard rep New York City. Steph wasn't around long enough in college.
He did a year.
He did a year, but then it was like you didn't get enough. Shamgar went to that Elite Eight the next year, Sweet 16, when he came on, when he Shamgar Bibby, and it was just New York City was lit right there with that. So I throw Sham up there, number 2 for me. Gotta throw my man Kareem Reed up there, because I remember he ran down court.
He from Jersey?
No, Kareem Reed's from
Oh,
Harlem.
no, Kareem Reed.
Yeah.
From
the Bronx. They raised.
Yeah.
I gotta say Kareem Reed.
He said Shaheen Holloway.
And it's not, and it's only one reason why I put Kareem Reed on,
Of course.
on this pedestal for me. Besides that, he was doing the lane, going up under the basket, laying niggas crazy.
Doing that thug shit.
Nah, it was one day I was watching this nigga. I can never forget this. They was playing Purdue, and when I interviewed Reem in about a couple of weeks, it wasn't a move he did. This was the craziest shit I ever seen. The nigga ripped Kareem Reed, Tone. some black brolic big man ripped Kareem Reed, ripped him butt naked at half court. Kareem sprinted down court,
ran him down,
boofed the nigga from behind, right? Because he was mad, like clotheslined the nigga, right? So the big 6'8" nigga tried to run. You remember that game? He tried to run up on Kareem Reed. That nigga ran up on him, bumped him in the chest, pulled the shorts up, everything. I will never forget that.
Oh,
I said, yes, New York City, Kareem Reed, because I was only watching it because it was Reed. And he did some crazy shit. So that's number 3 for me. I put Kareem Reed up there.
New York point guards don't back down from nobody.
Nobody. I put Kareem Reed up there. Number 4, my man Kimber Walker. I gotta put Kimber up there. I gotta put Kimber. No, 3 is Kimber Walker. 3 is Kimber Walker.
That's a fact.
But I actually said Kimber too early. I actually said Kimber.
He tore college up.
Yeah, but I said Kimber too early. I wanted to say
he tore college
number
up.
Number 3. Yeah, but Kimber's up there, number 3. Now, this is why I put Eric Barkley up there. He was one of my favorites that I love watching in college, Tone. The in and out, the going by niggas. The fact that he was there with 4 or 5 New York City niggas that play AAU together. There's no team probably more famous than that team when you think New York City.
That team probably needs a Netflix documentary too.
We talking about Reggie Jesse.
If you want 2 teams that need documentaries,
we talking Reggie Jesse.
That's not even my Crazy King team. You said my Crazy King team need a documentary.
Yes.
Went first round.
That's a fact.
And then you had Sue Bird. You had Sue Bird and Shamika.
I forgot about Sue Bird. Oh, so you know my homegirl that went there. You know Netta?
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, Netta went to Laurinburg with me. Netta's tough. Dark-skinned chick at the braids. Yeah, she went to Christ the King. That's a fact. She played with Sue Bird. 100%. Yeah, so, yeah, I got to put Eric up there, Tone, because Eric was with those boys, and he was the point guard. I can't lie. And it was exciting.
Honestly, I get a chance to say, I
gotta remember Chuck Gray's on that team too, Tone.
100% respect what they and Glover, man, all that. 100% respect what y'all tried to do, man.
Yeah, I almost.
You know what I say? I always say, why don't these niggas just stay here, make Fordham top of the line, make St. John?
I ain't gonna lie, I almost cared.
That was the plan for our Riverside.
Yo, to go to the All-State College.
But Elton took the bag.
Shout out to Flip TV.
Took the bag. Yo, give him a ball. He said it. He took the bag. You know what?
That's all y'all needed. That's all y'all needed.
Let's keep it real.
That's all y'all needed.
El had the Lex truck. El had the Lex truck.
Fucking Paul.
He pulled up to the
fucking Paul messed up New York City.
He pulled up
Imagine
to
the
that Lex truck, bro. Yeah, we was like, he fucked up this. He fucked up everything.
Yeah, if El would have went, and you know what?
We all wanted to stay home.
And you know what? I ain't gonna lie, my feelings was hurt. I almost cried because I just knew y'all didn't have enough. He was the reason they beat y'all in the Elite 8, right? If he was with y'all, y'all would have beat them.
At the Garden.
At the Garden. Y'all would have beat them.
Fact. And he's supposed to have been on our
Y'all would have beat them. I know y'all hated him for that. Y'all would have beat them because he was the difference. He was the difference.
Right on the door. We ain't have no big man. He was our big
man. Yes, in the Riverside picture. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, that was the difference, man. Yo, y'all couldn't persuade him to go with y'all? Yo, why the fuck didn't St. John spend the money?
At the time, Felipe was there. You know.
Oh, they put everything into Felipe.
You know,
damn, at the time Felipe was there. No. Wait a minute. Could you imagine? Like, no. Felipe was. Wait.
Felipe was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Wait, hold on for a second, Eric.
Like, come on, man. It don't get no bigger than that.
No. When you came in there, Felipe was still there?
Nah, he was
gone. That's right. That's what I was trying to say. Because I was about to say it, but I knew Felipe was on that team. That's a fact.
If Felipe would have played with us, we would have went further than what we did. If I would have had a chance to play with Felipe.
When Felipe was there, it was he almost had like a New York team. He almost, you know what I'm saying. But it really wasn't like their team. When they team, damn, that was a legendary team, man.
Yeah.
That was a legendary thing.
Like St. John. Yeah, I wish the best for St. John's and that coach now, but he got.
Oh, there'll never
he
be
got some
another
big
team like
shoes.
that.
Yeah, man.
There'll never ever
That's
be another.
like when
You don't think Iona could do it? No one?
Nah, but Eric, y'all
somebody they gonna have to Rick Pitino gonna have to come to St. John.
exactly. Yo, Eric, I'm gonna tell you.
That's the move St. John's gonna have to make for that to happen again.
Exactly. No, but let me tell you though, Eric, y'all made the right choice because y'all are kind of the new modern day Fab Five.
That's what we wanted to do.
Am I right or wrong,
We
Tone?
really wanted to do that.
They was guys that
Yeah,
were
we
childhood
really wanted to
friends
do
that wanted to go to win the NCAA chip.
It was like 2 players away. Like Elton Brand and really just Elton Brand.
That was it.
Yeah,
That's
Elton
it.
Brand away.
That was it. That was it, son.
Brand would have been like the
No, because Eric.
What's his name? Number 4?
Let me tell you,
Michigan.
Let me tell you why.
Let's Weber.
Imagine Ricardo Gregg come to St. John's too instead of Pittsburgh.
Fire. Yeah, but Tony, you got to remember.
Yeah.
Think about it though. The difference was out with them because don't forget, and Glover gave them good minutes, but he was still undersized.
Right. I respect Ant Glover. I watched
he was
every
working.
game.
He was working, but just imagine if he could have worked with Elk.
Shay, you remember what I was saying? If I would have just been Elk, I used to always say if I was Ant Glove size, that would have been me.
Yeah, Ant was working.
And Glover wasn't eligible that year when we lost to Duke at the Garden.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about
that. We would have
that.
had Ant Glover that game. We'd have probably won.
Yeah,
but Ant knew how to handle Elk.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Ant was tough. No, he was physical. He was strong.
He knew how to handle
Elk. Strong.
You know what I mean? Ant was no Ant. I saw Ant.
Well, the comments is saying Elk and Lamar, y'all would have been classic team.
That's what I was saying. I was gonna say Elton and I swear. That nigga. Elton and Lamar. I said it was 2 players.
If everybody stick to the call, and Lamar and Elton would have stayed home.
Over. That would have won the whole NCAA championship.
Yo, New York would have been rocking, bro.
Okay, so
New York would have been off the hook.
So yeah, I put you as number 4. Now, my number 5. Can't lie. Russ Smith.
Oh yeah.
Russ Smith goes down. It's top 5 New York City guards for me because Russ put on for them.
So Marbury's not in your 5.
If I'm not mistaken, right?
I love him. He scores buckets. He's fast. Yo, honestly,
that's my little man. I love this guy. I love this guy.
He kind of reminds me of you with the speed.
He reminds me of myself a little bit too.
Him and Russ got the kind of the same type of game.
I like watching Shorty.
He's fast. He plays D.
I used to always be in Memphis, like when he was in the league, because you know Z-Bo was one of my good friends.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
So in Portland, right?
And shit with her. Yeah, me and Z-Bo was became good friends in Portland. So like when they was in Memphis, he's in Memphis. I used to always go to the games and you know what I mean, just kick it with her. Russ is a good.
Let me tell you,
would have got a better shot.
Let me tell you, Zach Randolph is a good dude. When he played with the Knicks, right? We used to get our haircut with the same guy, right? My motherfucker used to invite me to the crib. Him and his boys smoke hella gas, my nigga. Gas for days. And I couldn't believe how hood Z-Bo was, dogs. That nigga was from Compton or something, right?
Z-Bo, he from
Chicago,
Indiana.
right? Yo, that nigga was hood, and he had the hoodest niggas with him.
Indiana.
He had the hoodest niggas with him.
I want to say Marion, Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Z-Bo is one of the official dudes, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, so Eric, what made you choose St. John's? Besides all y'all going together, did you stuck to the script, or you really?
Well.
Or was it Thurm?
Well, Mr. Thurm actually. Well, Mr. Lorch actually wanted me to go to North Carolina or Arizona. You know what I mean? That's where Mr. Lorch really wanted me to go, either Arizona or North Carolina. But Thurm wanted me to go to St. John's. Well, actually, Thurm wanted me to go to Maryland first, but none of them was kind of. It was
because you would have played with Steve Blake,
Steve Francis,
and Blake.
Me and Steve, if I would have stayed.
Oh, Blake wouldn't have went there.
Hey, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Somebody
right.
there.
You and Steve Francis would have been ugly.
You know, it's supposed to happen, but you know, Maryland ain't live up to their end of the bargain. It was the St. John's, here I come.
St. John's, here I come. All right, so now, was there a lot of pressure? Because, you know, let's keep it real. Y'all are like the Knicks at that time.
We was the
Y'all
Knicks.
was the Knicks. Y'all was on the garden floor every week.
It was a lockout. It was nothing shaking in New York, bro. We was the only basketball shaking in New York. You know what I mean? So it was a lockout year. Like, all the NBA players was at our game.
Got you.
Know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
That shit was crazy.
You know what? Before we get there, there's one thing I forgot to ask you. I want to go back to the two city chip games. Rice, Christ the King.
Okay.
I want to go there. Because, because y'all, I'm going to tell you, that game, Fordham could never pack that many with their college.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was fucking.
that shit was bananas.
That shit was crazy, Eric. That shit was crazy, Eric.
Like
I will never forget that game. Man. That's when all you owed them. I will never forget. You owed them. All y'all niggas.
Speedy,
y'all shirts are hanging off the. That's how young y'all are. In the picture, my dude. The shirts are too big.
Word. Facts. The whole uniform was too big. Word. Hell yeah, I remember that shit, man.
What was that like? What was that like?
Man, that was a kid's dream, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? That's what you be in the playground. Imagine, like, when you be in the playground by yourself. You know what I mean? Like the shit from above the rim when they was playing with no ball. You know what I mean? People do that, bro. Like, when you younger, you just when you in the playground and you by yourself and you imagine the crowd. It's 5 seconds on the clock and the crowd going. It's just one of those moments, bro. You know what I mean? It's like one of those moments, like, you actually really lived your dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't take nothing from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, because Kenny said those were probably the best. Like I could probably say the feeling, because, you know, once you get to college, you get to the NBA, you're used to the whole, you know, playing in front of the crowd by then, you know.
That's a whole type of different adrenaline rush.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Word.
That's what I mean. Like, you know, like, okay, so that, you know, the matchups that, you know, like, the matchups was crazy then. I mean, like, yo, but you gotta give it to you, Eric. You held your own throughout the city, man.
Yeah, man.
You held your own.
Like, even my first city championship against St. Ray's with Charlton Clark.
Yes, I want to talk about that. That was a crazy game.
I don't even know how we came. That was our sophomore year. We wasn't even projected to win Queens that year.
Facts.
McClancy and LaSalle, Shamgarden was the big dogs back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, LaSalle had the team with Ron, Sham, Skip. Like, St. Raymond's was loaded. Like, we was young.
Yeah.
We shocked the world with that.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And that's just me, Speedy, and Odom and Ira.
They just locked in.
We did what we did, bro. Facts. We did what we did.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
nah, man. Those were the years. That's why I wanted to touch on on those games. I was at those games, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
That was 90s basketball in New York, bro. That was legendary.
Yeah.
I don't think the way these people was handling basketball now in New York,
it's trash.
This shit is fucking dirt.
It's
I'm talking about the high school coaches.
It's real dirt.
AAU coaches. I'm talking about the trainers. I'm talking about everybody that got something to do with high school.
Garbage.
AAU basketball in New York, you're not doing your job, bro.
It's garbage.
Word.
It's garbage. And
because when I go out of town and I talk about New York is not one of the pivot states no more of basketball.
No, they don't even care about New York. They don't even care about New York no more. Nah, there's still New York niggas out there, but they not. I mean, there's too many people out here. They out there, but they not. It's like,
but
when you, dude.
Most kids don't stay here in New York no more. They leave.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Let's talk about this, Eric. I know you remember this. You remember going to 5-star camp?
Oh yeah,
Tone,
Howard Garfield.
did you see the picture with Shamgard, with Kevin Garnett, Billups, and all of them around him, just looking at him like, Tone, he's right. When we used to go to these camps, 5-star, we had the Olafs on. New York City. If you just say you from New York, it was like you had to be nice. Remember Olafs?
All the way from Brooklyn to go to Olafs.
My nigga.
Remember Luke on the second camp?
Yeah. All of that. That's what I'm saying. Your Olafs.
Second camp.
Yeah.
Jack Curran camp. All these shit.
Facts. No, but that's what I'm saying. Yes.
I went up there with Gouges and got kicked out. The whole team got kicked out.
Yeah, but niggas was
bus station.
Niggas was going up there selling Olafs for $60. Used to get them for $25.
Like nowadays, you don't have these coaches nowadays like the coaches was back in the day. You know?
At all.
So everybody more like ego, like they want the attention because they didn't have the attention as players. You know what I mean? So now they getting attention now, and then they don't know how to. They just don't know how to act, man. They ain't even doing right by the players, bro. That's
at all.
It's sad.
Yeah,
right.
At all.
It's really sad.
Now they all in it for the bag right now. It's back then it was like niggas was spending bags and they weren't in it for the bag. They were just spending the bag.
That's why Mr. Lorch was so important to New York.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't see that. They try to criticize his character.
Nah, I love Lloyd. Good.
People don't know.
Nah, he did a lot. He did a lot. He did a lot.
Word. That's the reason. That's how Rice stayed open.
Yeah, you're right because he's paying all them tuitions.
You know what I mean? A lot of people just don't know that.
That's a fact. Yeah. So now, going into after winning all these city championships, did y'all win state championship too?
Yeah. No, we lost. We lost to Marbury in them.
Lincoln.
We lost to Steph in them. Facts. Steph bust my ass.
Word.
Facts, man. Steph did me dirty up there. That's just because, that's just because earlier that year we played Lincoln at our gym, and me and Speedy made Steph crop.
What? That's putting that pressure on him, right?
Facts.
They came ready.
Yeah. And
they went to the tape.
5:30. Yeah, 5:30, and God bless, Juice and all the rest of those guys that was on the team. But
I forgot about Juice.
Ready, bro.
Juice was tough.
Word, they was ready.
They
was ready.
That's 100%. So all right, so going into to winning the state championships, going into St. John's, did you feel like that New York City, was going to be on y'all's back? If we win, we got New York City.
Man, I just always
shout out to Vanita in the building.
Man. I used to always say this to my teammates: nobody remembers a loser, bro. So if we win in New York, just how much we gonna be legends forever, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody always talked about that team from 1984 with Chris Mullins and them going to the Final Four. Walter Berry. No disrespect. You know what I mean? They did it. You know what I mean? But it was time for somebody else to rewrite history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We came close to the Final Four, but we got some Big East chip. Every year I played. I did 2 years in college, and every year I went to the Big East chip.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Each year I was gonna get to that title shot.
Yeah.
You better believe that shit.
So who was who was stopping y'all from winning the chips? Who y'all lost to in there?
Shit. My first year we lost to Ohio State.
In the Big East?
Second year, the Big East.
Y'all won the Big East, right?
Big East. Yeah, my first year we went to the Big East. We lost in the chip to UConn. Richard Hamilton went to work on it.
Yeah, Rick.
My second year
Crazy.
we played them again, and we no rip, no face, no case. You know what I mean?
That's when Ben Gordon came in, right?
Nah, Ben Gordon wasn't there yet. It was Elamine and Kevin Freeman.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And Big Jake Bosco.
Yeah, so I looked when I looked on Google, getting the pictures and getting everything, getting my game plan ready for this interview tonight. I saw a lot of pictures up with you and the Khalid Elamine. It seems like you and him was the matchup.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But me and Khalid had a matchup. Remember you mentioned the Riverside team, right?
Yeah.
With with Justin Jacket and Abdul Mills, right?
Yeah.
Remember that team?
Yeah.
Right? That Riverside team, right? So one year, this is how me and Khalid got into it. Became like enemies, but friends on court. Friends off court, enemies on court. We was on a trip out in Denver. I was with that team, and we was on a trip out in Denver. And one night we all went out to eat to what's that restaurant? Denny's, right? So the Minnesota team was over there talking shit, was like, yeah, we got the best point guard in this tournament. Abdul was like, get the fuck out of here. Him and Bronski was like, we got the best point guard in the tournament over here, Eric Barkley. They was like, nah, Khalid El-Amin. We made it to the chip. They didn't. So,
So y'all didn't get this.
We didn't ever get the matchup.
Got you.
It was just a lot of risk.
There was a lot of tension that they wanted to see that matchup.
Fact. And then, like, as the years build up, you know, the names kept, you know what I mean? We kept missing each other.
Yeah.
We never really played against each other. We kept missing until we got the ISA. You know what I mean? That's when the Panthers flew them in. You know what I mean? That game was classic, bro.
Yeah.
When it's over, we down 3 with like 5 seconds left. You know, Khalid guarded me. I come down, catch an N-1-3 on him.
What?
You know what I mean? But I missed the free throw to win the game.
Damn.
They wound up beating us. But they had my boy Speedy and Lamar on the Panthers too. So when I started cracking Khalid ass, they threw Speedy on me. And, you know, me and Speedy, you know what I mean? We like hand in hand. You know what I mean? I know his moves, he knew mine.
Fact, it was so many
You know what I mean?
legends at that time. Like,
Yo, son. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like ISA, that was like one of the best tournaments at that time in the 90s. That was,
Of course.
everybody came and played that.
It still is.
You know what I mean?
It still is
Word.
rocking. They got to give it to him. Shout out to IS8. That's a
Word.
fact.
Word up.
Okay, so
Word.
Big East.
Shout out to Eric and Pete.
Big East.
Big East. Ooh.
Big East.
Big East.
Yeah, that
Ooh.
I'm glad we here. Big East. All right. Let's talk about, we just talked about the Killer Alameen matchup. Who else was in the Big East that was tough?
Now Khalid is in UConn, so he still is a matchup, major matchup. But you got Syracuse, you know, Jason Hart. You know,
Jason
Alan
Hart.
Griffin, you know,
Yes, and
you know,
Alan Griffin.
was,
Yes.
Alan Griffin was there too, because you know at the time Alan Griffin it was like a battle of who was the best point guard in the city out of me and him at the time.
Yeah.
He was with Brooklyn USA, but Brooklyn USA ain't never used to they never played us nowhere, so it was like he was ducking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We never really played. You know what I mean? But he came to join us. He came to our team as well.
He came to Riverside?
So, facts. Alan Griffin did come to Riverside as well. You know what I mean? So
I don't remember that. He ain't stayed long though.
He came to Riverside. I'll tell you, but it was hard for people to get Tom because that was my team, bro.
Yeah.
It was like I'm playing.
That's a fact.
That's my
No,
team.
I know, Eric.
Like,
I know. I mean, yo, dude, I remember even when the games was close at the end, like it was you and Abdul. Not yet. Hold the ball out. You and Abdul up top. You wasn't getting that ball.
we used to take turns.
Yeah,
We used to take turns.
tough team, man.
Thurm had to play for me and Abdul called 4-low. I mean, everybody just get under the basket. Get under the basket and go to work.
Yeah,
Word up.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say you got Alan Griffin in the Big East. You got Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, Alan Griffin. You had Alan Griffin in the Big East. You had my boy Kevin Braswell that went to prep school.
Yes.
In the Big East.
Georgetown. Facts.
You have my other boy that went to Villanova from the Big East, Bobby Smith. He was also there with John Celestin. That was nasty. Montego Cummings was at Pittsburgh.
Was Carl Krauser there yet?
No.
Not yet.
He wasn't at Pittsburgh yet. Not yet.
Got you.
Nah.
Yeah, we had him on the Platty too.
Bonte official. He represented New York well. You know what I mean? He represented New York City well in college.
Who?
So big ups to Carl.
Oh, Carl
He
Krauser.
representing New York City well.
Facts.
He
Good
representing
dude.
New
Shout out
York
to
City
Carl
well.
Krauser.
Facts. Montego Cummings was at Pittsburgh.
Yes.
6'6".
I know exactly who he is. Tough.
That boy, he gave me a problem.
Yeah.
We beat them. You know, I held my own as a freshman, but that boy was bad, bro. That was a bad bro. That was a bad man. Who else? The Big East. Who else? Rutgers. Oh, Miami. Miami was fucking crazy. Oh my god.
Who's on Miami?
Miami had a team.
Yo, not to bring it
Johnny
back to high
Hensley.
school.
Johnny Hensley.
Not to bring it back to the high school shit, but you know what was part of your like the whole facade of being Eric Barkley, or like he was like one of the first niggas with tattoos. Thanks. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
he was.
No, I remember like I got in trouble. My mom whooped my ass. We got this shit in 10th grade, bro. Me, Speedy, Ira put us up to this.
Thanks.
We went and got these shit. It was some Spanish girl that we was, dealing with in high school, and they put us up to this. How we got these fucking tattoos.
I'm just saying that era, like, like when you come into the gym and you in the layup line, like that's the shit the other team was saying, like, damn, that nigga got tattoos. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now that shit don't mean nothing. Like, you got niggas in 10th grade, they got full sleeves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. We hopefully don't get kicked. We getting close to the league, y'all. Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, what were we talking? We talking about you brought us back to the tattoos. I was just talking about the tattoos, but we were talking about the Big East. Yeah, because the Big East to me is baby NBA.
The Big East was thick at that time.
Yes.
Because, like, most of those teams in the Big East was like, the Big East was serious at that time. It wasn't like, it ain't watered down how it is now.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's a fact. So, okay, now, going to the March Madness. A lot of people can't experience that. A lot of niggas go to college, but they don't go to March Madness. What was that like?
Feel like a Beatle. Like one of the Beatles on a rock, like a rock star, bro. Like everywhere you went, it was just crowds of people. And
you mean at the 64?
Huh?
At the 64?
Yeah, no, dude. Your first game, like shit, like it was so packed. Like, oh my god, you got the opponents. You got their fan base, then you got your fan base that's there. And,
okay, so man, now playing AAU, playing high school, knowing that even a lot of them AAU tournaments, you could kind of get your way back in if you lose, but you know how it is with the pools and everything, or go by the points and everything. So knowing that once you get to the 64, you lose, you go home. What's the pressure like then, Eric?
Yeah, it's one game elimination, man. So it's like every game you got to give it your all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you just got to come on and play your heart out. If not, you're going back home. And nobody want to go back home and go to school and go to class.
That's a fact.
So, you know what I mean? So yeah, we gonna thug this shit out.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the NCAA gave us a raw deal, bro. You know what I mean? Like
now in
the reason why I say they gave us a raw deal, because at the time, like my sophomore year, I had a lot of NCAA trouble. You know what I mean? They was accusing me like for a lot of shit, like cheating on my SAT test, which was false. Taking money from agents, which was false. Like St. John's, we was getting money there, like, and it was legal because we didn't have dorm, so we was getting $1,300 a month in stipend. So
crazy,
and that's all legal. That was all legal money. You know what I mean? NCAA ain't had no problem with it, but it was a rat out there, like, who tried to get me to sign with an agent that I didn't want to sign with. A guy named Rob Johnson. You know what I mean? So he wanted me to sign with this agent, and I ain't signed with them. And this is when the NCAA he came into play and started doing bullshit investigations and shit. So like, they started to like sit me out games here, there, but they would play me in games that would beneficial the NCAA. For like example, like they would sit me out against Seton Hall where I can't play against Shaheen, but 2 days later they let me play against Duke. You know what I mean? That's because the revenue that's going, you know, the money that's going to generate from that game, they're going to get broken off. You know what I mean? So
that's crazy,
like,
right, Tony? He's saying the
like,
big TV games, because of the allegation, they wouldn't let him play. I mean, they would let him play. They wouldn't let him play against, like, you know, like the local. Like he said, he couldn't play Seton Hall because they didn't care about that game. They cared about him versus Duke. Let's talk about the Duke game. I remember that, bro. Y'all niggas went into Duke, son.
Oh, they let me play at Duke when, like, it was a great game. We beat Duke at Duke.
Yo, because Eric, I remember the first play y'all beat Duke, right?
Yeah,
I do. Let me tell you, Joe. First play, Eric in and out, nigga, bum bum to the hole, right? So then,
Jason.
Yes, I remember in and out the shit out of him, straight to the hole, N1, right? Yes. So then I remember it was like a couple plays later, you was taking the ball out at half court, and I was like, oh, here it comes. How did that feel when you was taking it out and the Duke niggas was like this? Oh, coming from New York. I remember that you was taking it out and they behind you like, oh. I heard they
look back at that crowd. I look back at that crowd and I told them I'm about to bust y'all niggas ass because this is like the playground for me.
Give him a five, Tom. That's what I'm saying. How can you think you gonna rattle New York niggas, New York City niggas? And so that's what Duke tries to do. Tone, that's
that
what
shit
they
don't
do
work.
even to this day, Tone.
You know what I mean? That shit ain't work.
Okay.
Everywhere during that year, everywhere we went, we was like I said, we was a rock star because the NCAA just had it out for us. So everywhere we going, the opponent team had something fucking slick to say, bro.
Yeah.
Had something slick to say.
So y'all felt like y'all was the most hated team because y'all was from New York.
Yeah. You know, like we walked around like we walked around with a chip on our shoulder too because like it was 4 schools that had the Jordans, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So they still had the Jordans. Niggas never had Jordan deals with that team.
That followed us. That followed us from Riverside though.
Yes, I knew it.
You know what I mean?
I knew it, Tone. They were the only team with I remember y'all had the red and white number 12s, right?
Facts.
No, they didn't have the patent leathers. They had the 12s. Because with Riverside, they was wearing the black and white 12s.
Yep, we had the 12s. Yep, we had the 12s and the 11s.
And the 11s.
That's a fact.
And
yep.
And I remember seeing y'all with the red and white 12s on. I said, "This is New York. This is epic right here." Yo, it was crazy.
It seemed like they was thugging their way through.
And didn't y'all have?
That's what it seemed like.
No, but their uniforms weren't Nike though. Their uniforms were just regular uniforms, right?
Yeah, we had regular Riverside uniforms, but we had Jordan uniforms.
No, not Riverside. I'm talking about St. John's.
Oh, St. John's, we had Jordan uniform. We had the Jordan logo on our uniform.
Yeah, remember the
fact, we was the first team. We was the first team with the UConn and Syracuse data set.
How did y'all get that, Lloyd?
Mr. Lloyd.
So wait,
Mr. Lloyd did that happen. Come on, they got two McDonald's. They got two McDonald's. They got two Riverside had St. John's had 2 McDonald's All-Americans in there from Riverside program. Ron came in there and I came in there the next year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, Mr. Lloyd do whatever the fuck he wants.
How was the McDonald American experience?
That's how Thurm got the job there too, huh?
Facts. How was the McDonald American? How was that?
Man, I knew when I got selected for that McDonald's All American. You know, big ups to God bless Tom Kaszowski. You know what I mean? Because he had a major vote that got me into that shit. But when I knew I made it to that McDonald's All American game, I knew I was going to the league. Gotta think about it. Out of how many players play this game of basketball in America, bro? A lot. Right?
We're talking millions.
A lot. Facts. And to get selected
15 at every high school in the country.
To be selected 24, one of the top 24 players in the world, you know what I mean? In high school. You know what I mean? That kind of, you can't look at yourself the same.
Nah, you was killing in the Mickey D too.
I got the assist record to this day. I broke Shaheem record. I broke Shaheem assist record.
How many assists you had in there?
Shit, I remember at the half I had like 13. I think I wanted to finish it with
you know
like
what?
16 or
You
17.
were smart because you know every nigga
Yeah,
go for
I had a
the
different
points.
game.
You wanted to hold your name down? Go for the assist. Give him a bomb. Smart nigga. That record will never be broke because niggas go nut in that game.
Playing chess. I was playing chess with people, bro. Like, I'm like, y'all all gonna want to shoot. I'm gonna go ahead and get some dimes.
Facts.
Fuck all that. Y'all can shoot all y'all want.
Still to this day, I hold the record. Nobody beating that, Tone.
Word.
Yeah.
Hell no. I tried to get the steal record in that shit too. Because they always say nobody played defense in the All-Star game. I'm like, I will play me some of this shit.
Facts.
Fuck that.
That's a fact.
Just tried to make it excitement. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like when people came to watch me play, you know what I mean? I tried to give them a show.
Nah, definitely,
you know what I mean?
man. You always did, definitely. So, all right. So now, it's a lot with this guy. Told me talking. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, he said. Do you remember when you did the part down the middle for New York City?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. About that.
Henry Anderson, bro. He played a major part in my basketball career. Just watching him, idolizing his game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to fade with the part down the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, one thing niggas did say when we was talking about.
But you had to be elite to get
Barkley
that
had a
part.
jump shot though.
You had to be elite.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what you said, Tone.
I remember when that game was on TV when he came out with the part. I was like, "Oh, he's on some shit. Oh, he's on some shit." I remember, man. Damn, I do.
He's on some shit.
Some shit. Like, damn that. Yo, it was the era, man. I just remember watching the game, the last game. Oh, yo, shit was crazy.
Fact.
That's a fact.
Word. 90s basketball, man. I wish it was more documentaries about the 90s in New York City and not that bullshit they just came out with. No disrespect to the people that sent it. I just got a problem with the people that made it because they ain't true New Yorkers.
Nah, facts.
So college basketball at that time was better than the NBA during the season.
Yeah, because
and then the NBA, you know, when it was the playoffs, that's because nobody really watched NBA during the season. It was like the playoffs locked in.
No, but it's still like that right now. College is killing the NBA right now. Now that it's on.
Yeah, because
it's real basketball.
The lockout year,
hard.
You know, the lockout year, all the players, NBA players came in back. They came back in out of shape. Look how big Sean Kemp came back.
Facts.
You know what I mean? He came back fat as fuck. So ain't nobody wanted to watch that. We already was grooving. You know what I mean? College
100%.
Basketball was already at its peak. And all the games was good. You know, Jay-Z was sitting behind the bench, coming up to St. George, chilling with us.
That's fucking
you know what
crazy,
I mean?
Too. Yeah.
DJ Clue, DJ.
I think Jay-Z even said that. DeMarco. I think Jay-Z even said that in the song.
DeMarco, that's my boy.
That's
bro.
my boy too.
DeMarco played ball.
Yo, listen.
He played ball in high school. He played ball in high school at McClancy. He was pretty good.
You lying for real?
He was pretty good, bro. Don, shout out to my boy DJ Don DeMarco.
No, Don's our man. We've known Don DeMarco a long time. Right. We met DeMarco maybe in 2000, right, Tone? Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he played ball back in the days at McClancy.
That's a fact.
He used to play at what's the shit? Chelsea Pier, Industry Tuesdays. Remember with Trackmasters?
I still talk to DeMarco. I see DeMarco going live, DJing and all that. DeMarco is a goat, man. He's on Drink Champs, DJing. He's him. Shout out to DeMarco.
I hit him at the rap battles and shit when I be hearing the York.
He said, what's the shit he say?
DeMarco.
No, the other shit. His shit that he say.
Shit like that.
Shit like that.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Shout out to DeMarco. Okay, so now
came from mine.
Yeah, so coming out of the 2 years that from St. John's, did you enter the draft because all your guys left?
No, I didn't want to go to the NBA. I wanted to stay in school, bro.
Yeah.
On my son, I wanted to stay in school. I wanted to do 4 years.
Well, so
I didn't want to go to the. I felt like I wasn't ready yet.
So why did? I mean, of course they did. They We're gonna get to
The
that. But
NCAA
was
kicked me
drafted.
out.
The
The
NCAA
NCAA kicked me out. But yeah, I got drafted to a team
I didn't know that.
I wasn't ready for.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the NCAA kicked you out, bro.
Yeah, man, NC got rid of me, man. Like,
wow.
I couldn't come back another year.
Like, could you have transferred, or they didn't want you to play no more? Period.
I'm saying I could have played, but I would have been so much under a microscope. You know what I mean? Like, they would have been watching my every move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you knew you wasn't.
I can't.
You couldn't win there no more.
Nah, it was over.
No, I feel you. Okay, so you saying were you nervous about entering the draft then, about feeling were you going to get drafted or not? I mean, that's everybody's.
Well, I know.
That's everybody's feeling. You know, even the niggas in the first round. But I mean, or first draft.
Like I knew I would get drafted somewhere. But like, I had bad workouts. Like when the NBA teams was flying me in to come work out. Like some workouts I had bad workouts. Some workouts I had good workouts. So, like, I don't know. Like I slipped in the draft or not because of the workouts or whatever the case may be, but it was just too much pressure, bro. Like, that's just some real grown man shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because, like, how you prepare, like, it was certain situations to where, like, I had to sleep in the airport, and then the next morning I had to go work out for, like, the Celtics and Orlando Magic, and I'm fucking tired as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's really some grown man shit, bro.
Yeah.
Word up.
It's tough to lead.
It ain't easy as people think it is, bro. Like, playing the game is easy. It's just like, it's the shit off the court. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, the pressure, the people, it's like the shit you just got to deal with off the court, outside the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The game is easy. You've been playing the game all your life. You know what I mean? The game is not the problem. It's just the shit that comes with it now, the politics and all the bullshit.
So what? This is 2001 when you entered the draft, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Andy Miller is my agent, which was a prick, fucking sharp agent named Andy Miller. He probably worked with LeBron now.
Isn't that the guy?
Andy Miller is his name.
Did he have Rasul from Mount Vernon? Is that the guy he was talking about, Andy Miller? That's the same name, Tone. Yeah. Okay. So Andy, you know what? Yeah, because the guy that we had on here, Rasul that went to Long Beach. Get on up.
Oh yeah. I remember Rasul. Yeah, I remember Rasul.
Okay, because you probably know him from the Rucker days. I think he said he had Andy Miller too. He got rid of Andy Miller.
Right.
That's a fact.
Once you get rid of Andy Miller, you blackball.
That's what he said.
His word holds a lot of weight, bro, in the basketball world.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
That's exactly what he said. Okay, so you get drafted. You get drafted to Portland, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't even do a workout. I didn't even do a workout for Portland, and they drafted me. I'm like, why the fuck Portland draft me? And these motherfuckers they just played the Lakers in the Western Conference Final. I'm like, their team is loaded. I'm like, I'm not gonna play there. Like, why there? Let me go second round somewhere like Milwaukee or to the Clippers with my homeboy Lamar or somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or to the Bulls with Elton and fucking with Ron. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, why the fuck? I was grateful for it, but when I got picked there, I'm with a bunch of veterans and I'm the only rookie. I learned all the wrong shits what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the league, I developed a lot of bad habits. You know what I mean? All the guys on that team is good guys. You know what I mean? But these guys,
I was gonna ask you that.
These guys is rebels.
How long
was
you
I'm on the team for the rebels.
How long you was on the team with the Blazers for?
2 years.
Okay.
2.5.
How was that with you with Rasheed Wallace? You with Damon Stoudemire, right?
Bonzi Wells,
Zach Randolph.
Zebo came my second year. Zach Randolph. Sean Kemp.
CJ Miles, right?
Nah, CJ Miles wasn't there.
Darius Miles.
Darius wasn't there.
He wasn't there yet?
He was with the Clippers.
He was on the Clippers. That's right. That's the guy you was talking about, Tone. Darius Miles from the Clippers. Yeah.
Darius supposed to came to St. John's though.
Word?
Facts. I had him on his visit.
That's crazy. He would have definitely.
He's supposed to came to St. He signed with St. John's, but he didn't get his test score.
Fire.
Hey, Hov put the pressure on him. I made Hov put the pressure on him.
Jay-Z?
Facts. Facts.
I made Hov put the pressure on him. That's definitely going in them reels. 100%. Yeah. So, all right. So now, once you you get to Portland, you meet Rasheed Wallace. You meet Zach Randolph.
Like a dream come true,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Like I
know they love
like
you.
All these dudes that all these dudes that I'm about to play with. Like I had posters of these dudes on my wall.
Oh.
Like she was just that dude, bro.
Right.
Like I remember she in high school at Simon Gratz. You know what I mean? Like he was just that. I'm playing with Kemp. Like oh my god.
Wait, Sean
like,
Kemp was on that team?
Yeah, Rod Strickland.
Oh, nigga
like
said Rod Strickland's on the team, Tone.
Scottie Pippen. Like Scottie Pippen is there. Arvidas Sabonis.
So
Greg Anthony.
So
Deadlift Shrimp, Steve Smith, Stacey Altman. Like, come on, bro.
Deadlift Shrimp. Yeah, that team is loaded.
Oh, you must have had a ball at the strip club
with a bunch of vets, bro.
Those are vets. Okay, so wait.
That's like an all-American strip club team.
Okay, so being with Scotty on the team, of course, being the young boy and being around. So, you was able. Were you able to meet Scottie Pippen's wife?
Yeah, I know who she is.
So when you seen this shit with Michael Jordan's son, I know you was like, yo, this is wild.
I see. A lot of people this gonna fuck with a lot of people because that might not even be Scottie Pippen's wife. She has an identical twin sister that looks just like her.
Wow! This is going to the real. I feel you.
You know what I mean?
They don't know, they just see it, right?
Shit, baby.
This is classic tonight. This is classic.
It might not even be her.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Yo, she got a twin sister?
Right, they look just alike.
That's going viral.
That's gonna make it to TMZ.
Yeah, Eric, we might have to go hit World Star with this, Tom. Yeah, that's going. That's going. Yo, she has a twin sister. They look identical.
Yep. At least they did back then.
No, because I gotta give it to her. She's a very pretty lady, for real.
Yeah, they both were. Yeah, absolutely.
She had a twin sister, son. So how was it? Hanging around Scottie fucking Pippen. We're talking about a nigga like you just said that.
Legendary.
That what you was
legendary.
Like you was wearing Jordans your whole high school, fucking middle school career playing with Lloyd shit. Then now you playing with the nigga who you wearing. You probably still wear Jordans to this day.
Yeah, hell yeah, shit. Like,
you fucking with Scotty.
Playing with Scotty, man. That was just, was an experience, bro. Like, I like I said, I learned like the better name you have. Excuse me, the better name you have in the league, the more like the higher your name is in the league, the more shit you get away with. You know what I mean? So I can imagine like
Scotty was doing whatever he want.
Fuck yeah, nigga. Like shit. When Scotty came to practice with a Rolex on it, no practice, nigga.
We knew it was no practice. To practice with a Rollie on. He ain't practicing. No practice.
Facts. It's fact. Just my ass had to practice. The rookie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Word.
Yo, you know what I want to ask? I want to ask this when we was talking about high school shit. Yo, was it a Brooklyn thing? But where your attitude came from? Like, cause the point guard role is a lot of, usually the big man have the attitude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Point guards usually the smiling. I just crossed. I'm trying to look good for the kid. You had like an attitude. I mean, it was like good for New York, like attitude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't look like you said much on the court. Like, you talking right now.
That's just where I'm from, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Eric, I gotta tell you.
I'm a product of my environment.
Now, Eric, I gotta tell you, he's right. Like, even when I heard you, it was like, when you gave me your number, you said, call me. It was like, I called you. I was like, yo, this is crazy. He's right. Never heard you talk, Eric. You always was a silent killer. Like you, I just remember, like I'm saying, I was.
That's why like all this shit gonna be legendary now because nobody really heard me talk. Even like when I went through my NCAA troubles, I never talked to the media. I just
Yeah, that's why
I just wanted to play basketball.
That's why I felt like this interview was way overdue. It got to hit YouTube. Your name is definitely. I see the views on YouTube. People definitely.
Yeah, I don't do this, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't. I looked on YouTube.
I'm about to start me a podcast. I'm about to start me a podcast myself.
You're smart, Eric.
I'm telling you,
you could get all of these guys to come talk with you.
Yo, Shay, wait,
all of this. You know a lot of people.
Yo, Shay, wait till you put the reel together with the pictures of like with that the Riverside team and yo, somebody's gonna pick this up, my nigga. Like that's gonna be a check for you, bro.
Right.
I'm keeping it real.
That's a fact.
I will sit down and watch a series about that about y'all going from AAU, Riverside, or whatever it took to put the whole team together. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And then it going all the way to St. John's.
You only need
season 2.
You just do one thing. Just sit down with LO and you out of here. LO got stories.
Yeah.
LO's a beast on the cameras. I love LO when he's doing interviews.
Trying to get LO too.
Booger, everybody.
Facts.
Everybody gonna come to.
Facts.
Everybody got to show some love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what I don't appreciate now is like I like all these dudes that I play with, like in the NBA and you know prior overseas, it don't matter. Like they got their podcasts going down and they be talking about me. You know what I mean? Like
badly?
Steven Jackson, like the Steven Jackson, like they podcasts and like Quentin Richardson's. Put me on the show, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get me on the show.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Let me talk my fucking piece.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Bring me up once. Let me get some buzz. That's 100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Truly my brother. Put me on that show, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? Y'all telling all my stories. And I ran. I was the head of the snake.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Definitely. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, going back to the Scottie Pippen, Zach Randolph's, Sean Kemp. You got any stories about Sean Kemp? You and Sean Kemp? That's a fucking Sean Kemp is like GOAT of beyond goats, right, Tom? Yeah. How was he? Because I know at that time on Portland, he was like 400 pounds.
400 pounds, but a cool ass nigga, bro.
He didn't really get that much burn, right? He didn't get that much burn, right?
Kemp played because we needed that size for Shaq. He had to put that weight on Shaq. But like Kemp is so official, bro. Like he just like a big brother, man.
Got a classic sneaker.
So wait, Eric. So you saying you was there the whole 2 seasons, because of course, you know, like this time we talking, what is this, 2002 and 3 or something?
I was the first round draft pick.
No, I know that. I know everything, Eric. I know.
I was supposed to have been there for 4 years, bro. Like they didn't. Like I got traded because of fucking Andy Miller.
Yeah.
Because he wanted Sebastian to come there to Portland.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They got me out of there, and like that whole through the fucking wire documentary supposed to be mine. My whole because I went through the wire in college. Like that's supposed to be my whole shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I fired Andy, all that shit went to Sebastian.
Yeah. So wait.
My Adidas deal, all that.
That's cool.
I had Adidas deal, all that.
So what agent did you pick up after that?
I had a guy named what's his name? I can't even remember his name, bro, because he wasn't doing nothing for me. Like next thing I was overseas playing for peanuts. I'm like, yo, I was a fucking lottery pick. Like not a lot, I was a first round pick. How the fuck you can't negotiate more money for me?
Yeah.
It ain't like I'm not scoring 25 and 10. Like I'm putting up numbers. But it goes back to Andy Miller.
Yeah, that guy's dirty, man. I hate that dude.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I can't. Too many people that give me bad vibes about him, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you, all the niggas that's saying this are killers.
He definitely, like, I told Andy, if I ever run into him, like, they gonna have to put me in jail because I'm fucking you up.
Whoa, facts.
Hey, like,
that's exactly what Ross said too, though. This dude is dirty.
Right.
Yeah. Andy Miller, you have to pay me to come on this platform, man. Niggas ain't feeling you on here, Andy.
Word up. Like, you gotta know how Andy Miller got his fucking start. You know what I mean? He stole a bunch of agents from the agent who he was working for. You know what I mean?
He stole a bunch of players from him.
And the players was Garnett.
Wow, he's a dirty dude.
Chauncey Billups. Garnett, Chauncey Billups, they just don't want me to start talking, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. They want me to start.
Yeah, that's
He barking out loud. He barking out loud is the name of my podcast coming out.
No, that's
bro.
a fact.
Word.
Okay, playing for Popovich. How was that?
Popovich was a cool, drunken dude, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he always had a bottle of wine spitting in your face, but he was a cool dude. You know what I mean? I didn't get the chance to like do a full year with him, but like the little time
So
I was
played
there.
with Tim Duncan, bro?
Facts. Tim Duncan
and David Robinson.
Manu Ginobili. Avery
Johnson.
Now Avery Johnson wasn't there. He was gone. But the year they won it, I was on that team with Speedy.
So you fucking with Tony Parker and Ginobili and them?
Tony Parker was so fucking I used to get that motherfucker nightmares on court, bro, in practice. Pop used to be like, yo, stop crying. Pop used to be like, stop crying. Like, I wanted that spot. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But you know what I mean? They loyal there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody. Yeah, that's a loyal organization.
So
it's like first come, first serve.
Okay, here's a question. Do you feel like you could have been a problem in the league if
I
you'd have got the green
opportunity? Yeah, with the right team and the right opportunity, I would have definitely made some noise.
Yeah, because you're playing.
It's a game I love.
Yeah, because you're playing.
It's a game I love to play.
Yeah, because you're playing like a John Wall type of Derrick Rose type of game at that time.
I would have loved to show my like.
That's what I'm saying.
Tim Duncan was so like impressed with my skills on court. Like he couldn't believe it. Like how I used to get in the lane and fuck him up. Like I used to do this hesitation to make him jump, and then I'll go right under him for a layup. You know what I mean? Like the hesitation shit was crazy. He was like, "How the fuck you do that?" I used to teach the move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Chauncey Billups. We all had the same agent, me, Chauncey, and Teron Lou, right?
Yeah.
Like we all had the same agent, which is Andy Miller, and we all used to go to this workout. This trainer guy named Joe Abumasov. He runs Impact Sports out in Vegas, but this is at the time where IMG was just being built. The prep school down in Florida.
Of course.
It wasn't no IMG yet. You know what I mean? We was there that created that buzz for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For those kids to start coming in. Because that was just a tennis school at the time.
Oh, y'all was working out there.
So now we all down there working out the whole summer. So now they got a basketball vibe now. So now they turn it into a prep school and, you know what I mean? They make money.
Facts.
But Andy, like he sent all his players down to Florida to where his trainer and shit was at, his man Joe. So like we all be down there working out, and like Chauncey and T. Lou like, yo, how you do this move? What, like show me that stutter, that in and out stutter. It's like a lot of shit I used to show them, bro, and they took a little shit from me.
Facts.
And I don't mind, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just it is.
Nah, I mean, listen. You from New York, you different. Once I seen that picture with Sham sitting on the bed with all them guys looking at him, these guys are fucking Hall of Famers.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. You guys are Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yep. Indeed.
Yeah, so that's yeah, man, paying for Popovich, that's like, look at it. Look, do you see the team he has out there right now? And he's fucking five.
Who that?
Popovich has bums with him, and he's doing better than the Lakers.
Yeah, facts.
Right now, he's 8-7. He should not be in the run with this bum ass team he got. He don't have that one star out there.
Yeah, the Lakers need to I don't know why they don't they need to run the triangle offense.
Let LeBron get it on the box, right? And just let them cut through. Facts.
It will reserve. He's a passer. It will reserve a lot of his energy. That's how they did it for Kobe, bro. Like, yeah. Like, come on. Yeah, these coaches don't know the game, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah, LeBron's doing too much.
You can't fucking get the ball, bring it up, facilitate, score. Yeah. That's too much. That's a point guard job.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be a point guard. Point guard, you using 9% of your energy on that court when you're the point guard.
Gotcha.
Little do people know. You know what I mean? That's a position that takes away a lot of energy, the point guard position.
Now, how was
You know what I mean?
How was David Robinson? Because you know he got the bowl cut at this time. He got the straight up Army bowl cut.
But like, yeah, cool dude, but flat top, military, into his Bible. You know what I mean? He was more into God. Like, come to my room, read the Bible.
Yeah.
Shit like that. You know what I mean?
God bless him. Good dude.
I say my mom's a pastor, so
yeah,
I respect it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, did at that time, you know, going from Portland to Spurs?
Oh no. Oh man. Go from Portland to the Spurs. God, I'm gonna let you finish the question.
No, I was gonna say that because now you go from a team full of wild animals to a whole bunch of fucking nerds. Tim Duncan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Like, remember I told you I learned a lot of bad habits from the veterans, right?
I told you that was the strip club all American.
Yeah, that's a straight up dunk team right there, son. Ponzi Wells?
San Antonio was like America's team.
Yes.
If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like, you really could do no wrong. Like, you got to be like a choir boy, or you know what I mean. You gotta be on your shit. You got to be walking a tight line to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Steven Jackson wasn't the Steve Jackson in Indiana like he was in San Antonio.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So like, you really got to be.
You know what? When you mentioned him on the podcast, I was thinking back to like AAU days while they knew you. But then now when you mentioned that, I say, fuck, how could I forget that?
Yeah,
Steven Jackson was the young boy on that team too, right?
Fact. Yeah, facts. Steven Jackson is older than me. You know what I mean?
That's your man right there. You're right. Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, he a sucker though.
Yeah, I seen him.
Right.
No, I seen him. He went to O Block. He tried to, you know, he's grown ass man out in the hood trying to say like, yeah, that's corny.
Like, that's corny.
Yeah, that's real corny.
Like
these kids are dying out there. You going out there filming,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
See what he's trying to do, bro. I see what he's trying to do, but I bet you there's people in his hometown that's fucked up.
100%.
Where he grew up at.
Yes.
Do that thing, bro. Before you troll on the internet and do that shit in a whole nother state. Do that shit where you come from first. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now you're right.
That's all I say.
But they're not gonna do nothing to you because you know they want the clout, and then that one and two, you got the cameras on live. They shoot you in the face.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I could go to O Block too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you serious?
I feel you.
Like, come on, bro.
Nah, I feel
Come to Brownsville. Come to Fort Greene, my nigga. Come do that shit out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts.
Come on.
Facts.
You welcome. So go to Marcy. Like, come on.
That's a fact. So, because we trying to wind this down, we going on track. I could go for 5 hours with you, Eric. Like, because Eric, look, let me tell you, besides, you know, trying to bring on the platform people that I felt, you know, that made it to the league, you know, that got a story that you know, that's you know, that accomplished. You guys are still also, me and my brothers, you know, y'all the favorites to us too, right, Tom? Like you know, like I said, we came up in the same era, but you know, you got to understand, right. Eric. You know, you understand who's who and what's really real and what's realistically life. You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't
like, you know, I'm a ball player. I love basketball, play sport, but I know who the fuck Eric Barkley and Ron and these niggas is at this time when we 15, 16 years old.
No doubt.
You guys are, you guys are definitely, you know, y'all, you guys were like the guys when me and my brother was coming up, was like the vision of keeping us going too, saying like, yo, if these guys can do it, you know, at least we can try. You know, they're human. They're kids like us.
Now, I'm gonna keep it real. The era right before Eric Barkley's era, I would say the Sham guards, Felipe Lopez and all that. Like, they knew like that was the setup for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't. I don't know how to explain it. Like, they knew who they was, but they whatever. The next generation was was Eric Barkley's generation.
No, but it's different.
But they had the whole look. It was like a from the minute you walked in, it was you.
No, I'm gonna tell you about the
No,
generation.
we respected that generation, but if we had to go against that generation, like I felt like I could hang with any one of them.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
it wasn't no.
No, that's a fact. I feel the same way.
Like,
Now, what you
You know what I
going
mean?
back to the generations, Tone? The reason why I said that they might be a little bit more famous than them, because those guys are famous and those guys are icons. If not, even some of them might even be Hall of Famers. We're talking about the Marbury era, the Garnetts, and them. We're talking about them. Now, the reason I kind of like the Eric class coming up, because that's when TV and commercial really turned around. We're talking about the DMXs, the Rough Riders, like you said, Jay-Z. Like that era was a little bit more. It was more, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, you had guys like announcers like Stuart Scott on ESPN.
That's what I mean. It was coming alive.
He was quoting DMX. Like when I dropped
when Marbury and them started, they finished.
They got the benefit of it.
They got the benefit of it.
You right. You're absolutely right.
Like you wasn't able to see. Like if Marbury and Sham and them like didn't play in like the Big East tournament or play like they showed Marbury versus Iverson. Like that time, college basketball was kind of only on like Tuesdays. They had Big Monday, Tuesdays, and then like maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and then it was done. And maybe one game on Saturday. Am I right or wrong?
Yep. Nah, you right.
When Eric and them played is when it got fucking ugly when like the Cablevision came in heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like MTV Cribs.
Yeah, that shit jumping, bro. New York City.
Yes.
So we painted the town red, bro.
They painted the town red, Tone.
Had the rappers at the games.
Yes, they had the rappers at the games.
Jay-Z wasn't Jay-Z when
he just said Jay-Z was sitting behind them in the garden.
Yo, our Midnight Madness got turned from St. John's Midnight Madness into Rockefeller Madness.
Why? Who y'all had? Who performed? It was Rockefeller performed up there?
Rockefeller came and took over, bro. Like I said, Jay-Z was fucking with us the whole year, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, we had sweatsuits that said Rockefeller St. J. He was giving us.
That's right. Remember they was in the sauce with the Rockefeller? It was you. It was you.
So we was the reason.
It was the big four.
We was one of the reasons why he was talking his shit, talking about 80 mil in 18 months, bro. We was like walking advertisements for that nigga, bro.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Forgot about that, Tone.
We was going everywhere on camera with the Rockefeller gear. I had all the Rockefeller gear, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So.
It's like they used us for their promotion. They owe me some bread.
100%.
You know what I mean?
So let's go. So now that explains everything. When you stepped in after playing with Popovich, playing with Portland, then you came home, started fucking up Rucker.
I went. Yeah.
Who you played with in there?
Yep. I played with Mousy. I played with Mousy. Then I came. One game, Mousy got pissed. I got pissed at Mousy one summer, so I ran with him. And that's when me and Byron Davis was in the backcourt. We played against Skip.
Yo, how was those matches? Okay, so who was you matched up with against in that game when y'all played against Skip and them?
Byron was on Skip. It was me and Byron was going back and forth with Skip, but the majority of the matchup was him and Skip, and then with me and Daryl Showtime that went to St. John's too.
Yes.
Remember
Yes,
Show?
I do.
Show.
Yes, I do.
Me and him was matched
yes,
up.
I do. Yo, you know you know who people don't talk about that was a killer? I don't know if that was the Big East or ACC. What's this guy's name that went to Florida State? Left-hand dude.
Oh, Curry.
Goat.
Curry
Thompson is a problem, son. He from Brooklyn?
Curry, that's the nigga. No, he from uptown.
From uptown. Nah, he nice, son.
Back.
Niggas don't really talk about it. I mean, of course they know he's nice, but they don't really talk about him too much. That's a fact.
Curry was the first nigga that used to give niggas 30 and low top fucking sneakers. Word up. Fact. That's what I used to see as a kid coming uptown,
Facts.
bro.
Now, how did you?
Like, who this little fucking lefty Spanish looking motherfucker busting niggas ass?
Now, how did you like
Word.
after the league doing all of that? coming home playing in Rucker?
After the league, coming home, like just like coming back home, being in the league, like, man, just to be in New York, bro, with, you know, you're a professional now. People look at you different. Shit, it's like you achieved your dreams. You know what I mean? Like, it's not much you could accomplish no more unless you was like a brainiac. But me, I grew up basketball with my first and only love. You know what I mean? So I already hit the top of my point that I wanted to hit. Now,
I remember when you got drafted and you came to Chaos, Club K. You had the motherfucking big ass earrings in, my nigga. Yo, remember that? He had the crazy, the Iversons. That's what they used to call.
Oh, so you was at the draft? When you?
No, I didn't go. I was too scared.
Got you.
You know what I mean? I was too nervous. Like, I was just nervous. I don't talk much. I don't like attention. You know what I mean? I don't like to be in the limelight. I just like to be low key, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You still?
I like to see to myself.
Still in touch with the fellas these days, Ron, Odom?
Yeah, I talk the glove here and there sometimes.
Because I know I see Speedy all on your page. You and Speedy are real tight.
Oh yeah, Speedy my dude. You know what I mean? Any chance I get, I try to go out to the games. You know what I mean?
My brother went to hostel with Speedy.
I used to live with, like, when I was in Christ the King, Speedy parents kind of took me out of Brooklyn and moved me into Long Island with them. It kind of saved my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was fucking up.
Yeah.
I was fucking up big time.
Yeah. What, just being outside and everything like that?
Yeah, I was with the wrong crowd. You know what I mean? Like, just smoking weed, all that. I started smoking weed at 13.
So wait,
bro.
you saying the whole Riverside career you were smoking weed?
St. John's, all that.
Give him a bomb, Tom. Give him a bomb. Thanks. But you know what? That was obvious. The only reason why I can say is you can admit that is because you still was able to accomplish the degrees.
Oh yeah,
you know, going to college, getting the going to the school, getting out of high school, going to the prep school.
Right.
Because a lot of niggas can't do that. They can't smoke weed. You know, go to practice. You know, do just do the normal and focus the right way and still get what you got to get done. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a fact.
Right. Shit. Like weed wasn't nothing, man. Like, I grew up, like, my brother, like, I'm the youngest of 9, and I had family members that grew up on harder shit, harder drugs. You know what I mean? As long as I knew to stay away from that, I knew the consequences. You know?
Got you. Yeah.
I always say that, like, don't say shit about weed, man. It's not crack.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So
absolutely. I grew up in the 80s, bro. I saw what crack did, you know what I mean, to families, to homes. Like I said in the beginning of the show, like, I grew up seeing dead bodies at the age of 10, 12.
Damn.
Like, I seen all that shit, you know what I mean? So
crazy. Yeah. So now that
weed helped me. Weed helped me a lot.
I got you too. Yeah. I mean, you turned out all right, Eric. You went, because now that's what I was gonna ask you. Because about besides the music and the podcast and everything you got going on. Right now for yourself, I see you also you work with kids and you're giving back to the community.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Like, training the kids. Even like, I'm about to come out with my own little sports line.
I see people there saying what's good, coach.
Yeah. I'm about to get back to it. I had to fall back from basketball. For like a year, for these last couple of years.
How old's your son?
I got that. He's 15 now. He just transferred out of Christ the King. He go to Broome Academy Prep down here in Manhattan.
Oh, word.
So you know what I mean? Yeah. So he right. I got him on the right path.
Got you.
But like,
now he been playing through the. He been playing through the. Like, just playing around in the systems and all that. I probably know your son, to be honest with you. Yeah, because
he's not on any network, like on any circuits, you know what I mean? But he's playing.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And I tell him, like, you don't have to have the major name. Like those gonna be the guys that fall off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to come in. You want to come in late. You know what I mean? And then blossom like that. You don't want to have the target on your back early. You know what I mean? Because I've been there. You're gonna be everybody gonna be gunning for you.
Yep.
Like, and now we in the video world to where
they're gonna have the cameras on. They're 100%.
You're right. People gonna be recording your every movement. So I'm gonna bring you up slowly. You know what I mean? And we're gonna develop like that.
Yeah, I saw a kid drop LeBron's son the other day, and he got 10 million views off it. And the move wasn't even crazy like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Right. So now when my son get to college, or his last year of high school, and he got the numbers and he put in, and they were like, oh, all right, now it's gonna make sense.
Yeah. Well, I feel like your son, if you just listen to you, you've been there, you know what to do, what not to do. And that's the thing about having parents that been there, because they, you gotta fill them out. They know, they gonna know what ages to fuck with, what ages not to fuck with, what school to go to, what school not to go to. You know what I'm saying? So, like all your legacy and everything that you've been through, it's gonna help you get, you can control the whole destiny with your son. So I know it's a good thing. That's what's up. So, yeah. So when can we expect this podcast out? And the music, the label,
After Christmas. After Christmas, everything should be dropping. Like I said, I got a sports line. Like I look at it as like, if Under Armour could come in the, if Under Armour could come in the sports world and do the numbers they did in a short period of time, I got some fucking ideas too, bro. Word up. Yeah. Like especially like I got some ideas that could compete in the sports world. You know what I mean? Like I got some gear that's gonna come out just for like the sports. You know what I mean? Nothing to do with urban wear, nothing. It's just a sports line. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm coming at. That's where I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm getting me my weed strand with my peoples from Gumbo. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got a strand?
It's coming.
Oh,
it's coming.
You talking your
my
language?
people. Them all my people. Them all my people, bro.
You talking tone language now? Facts. Nah, but it's legal. Why not take advantage of it?
Y'all need some gumbo? Just holler at me, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? On my people.
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, like that's my brother for real. 100%. My man 929.
Shit,
that's my
baby. Go crazy. Yo, Eric, listen. You stayed on here with me for 2.5 hours. I want to thank you for pulling up.
No, my brother.
No, listen.
No,
but listen, Eric. I mean, I just want you to stay in touch with me, because even when you start your podcast, I gotta.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would love to I would love to go on your podcast, bro. Russ Smith, bro.
No doubt.
I think you and Russ Smith need to sit down.
That'd be dope.
That'd
be dope.
He's my son's godfather. That's why I got his bottle here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I used to coach Russ. I mean, like, yeah, look, you see my jersey? Jadakiss Elite. Me and Jadakiss got an AAU team. That's what I'm saying. I'm in I love it. Come on.
Oh wow, what y'all doing with the AAU team?
Okay, well, this is the thing. Like we before the corona, we was all over the place, and then when the corona happened, we haven't done it since like 2020, I would say. But at any time, like me and Kiss is like Kiss loves the kids, so like he would love to. Yeah, honestly, a guy like you, I put you on with Jadakiss. He'll take that to the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, like, cause I'm into coaching. Like, I don't want to deal with like 15 and up. But if y'all got some kids that's like 12, I'll do a 12 and under 10. I'll coach a 12 and under 10 with y'all.
Yo, it's funny because a lot of people don't like dealing with kids. The young kids is the one they listen.
That's what I deal with, bro. I don't deal with the older ones, because once you get older, too many people is pulling at you now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I'd rather deal with the kids. I'd rather start from grassroots. You know what I mean? So once you start from grassroots, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna listen to you, bro. You know what I mean? They're gonna really take in what you're saying.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Especially kids.
Facts.
What, like if you get somebody that's somebody already talking to, their hands is already in their back pockets. Like you stay with them, bro. I don't need nothing. You stay over there with them.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for pulling up and everybody for coming through. Instagram was tweaking. We was up to like 150 to drop. Now we had 11. I don't know where we at. We probably have like 200 people in here right now. But I'm gonna tell you, Eric, you completed the puzzle for what me and my brother and in the moment is trying to put together. You know, you, Shamgar, Kenny, you know, you guys are like, you know, the people that like I said, man, for our generation, like we will talk about y'all forever, bro.
If we got to get the real New York back to running basketball, bro.
That's a fact.
For real.
Yeah, you're right.
We gotta get the real back because there's a lot of bullshit going on. Like the Rens, these fucking AAU, like there's too much bullshit going on, bro. Like
good too.
There's only two teams.
Who ran basketball and rap.
Yeah.
At this time, New York was running the rap and basketball.
Yeah, you know what it is now? There's too many niggas with AAU teams. Back then, there was only two programs that really got to the money.
Right.
Right or wrong?
That
is amazing.
And this is how all the top talent was able to play with each other too.
Yes.
You know
now they're all over the place.
Because it was only a couple of teams. So now you got all these teams. You got one person that's gonna be like, all right, I'll give you this. You got somebody over here like, I'll give you this to come play with me. So it's gonna be always divided.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
Like I said, I want to get down with some real people. You know what I mean? And we could do this AAU shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, Eric, thanks for pulling up. You are a GOAT. You like I said, you give him a bomb, Tone. New York City. When you think of New York City, like I said, when you think of those guards in New York City, you are definitely one of those guys that, you know, that I can't say it's only about 10 of y'all.
Can't front.
There's only about 10 of them, Tone.
You fucked New York up, man. It ain't been the same since when y'all was doing it.
Yeah, there's only about 10 of them.
New York about to be in trouble because I'm about to start talking my shit about everybody.
Yes! That's what we need. Yo, Eric, you got to do that, man. Do that. Super C, what up?
Motherfuckers need to be put in their place.
That's
for real.
Yeah, so Eric, you know bomb, Tone? we got each other's number. We gonna stay in touch, but thank you, bro. This is classic for me, all right?
We going